And he just looks at the lady and he just goes, "Can I get 2 of those to go?" and he jumped. Like, I can't really do it.
Like, 2 of those to go.
Yeah, and we're like, I'm sitting, like literally, like, but it was like a skip, and he just goes to go, and we're literally standing there, and I think me and him were right there, and like, we just like looked at each other and just started to die laughing.
All right, fellas. Well, to everybody behind the camera, welcome back to the Madoian and Friends podcast. This is episode number 32. We brought back returning guest Bobby Hanley and new to the podcast, David Poirier. Welcome, fellas.
How are we?
How you guys doing?
Hanging in there.
Fantastic.
Been a long weekend. Dealt with quite the hangover yesterday. I feel like I talk about that a lot. But when you get older, it happens.
I mean, yeah, they turn from 1-day hangovers into 2-day
Dude,
hangovers.
It doesn't make any sense, and they're intense.
No, it does.
No.
No,
You add
no.
it up.
You add it up. Yeah, not a lot of food, not a lot of water, a whole lot of alcohol equals a couple days of pain.
It's called messy evening. Sorry, messy evening.
Yes, there you go, Dave. That mic is. You
Sorry,
have to talk into that.
Sorry, I can't forget.
You can't forget. No, that's why we got the fourth mic.
Sorry. All right, I'll hold it up. All right.
As everyone can see, we production value is going through the roof these days with the addition of a fourth mic. Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on at short notice because are you both going to the game?
No.
No.
I'm watching.
I'm taking Sam.
Oh, nice.
Tough.
First
Listen
game
here.
for him.
If Sam, I know he's gonna listen to this. All right. No, he was like, he's never been to a game with me.
Oh, okay. So that's fair.
Quite an experience.
it's about time.
Best seats in the stadium.
Like
Yeah.
I take Bobby to probably every game because he's the only he's a Pats fan. So Sam deserves his time. I've even taken Glenn.
Shit, he's taking Chris, and Chris doesn't know half the people on the field. So
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, that was different, but we took him to a Jaguars game and he couldn't. he didn't know what was going on. So
That is funny. Oh yeah, I've only been to one NFL football game. It was a Pats game. We sat second row on the 50-yard line just because there was no one sitting there.
I feel like you told me about that. Wasn't it in the rain too? It was like
Yeah, it
part
was
of
the Christmas Eve.
the elements. Yeah.
Yep, it was
they
beautiful.
weren't playing the Giants, were they?
No, they're playing the Jets. They fucking smoked them. But one thing I was thinking about earlier before the podcast as well is just coming into the holiday season. Are you guys big into the holidays? You get really into it?
I feel like less now than I was when I was a kid.
That's
But,
fair.
I mean, when you work full time now, you look
Humble
forward-
brag, humble brag, humble brag.
Responsibility. It's like
When
going
you-
to work 9 to 5.
Humble
When
brag.
you work 9 to 5, you appreciate the weekends and time with your family and friends more.
Certainly.
So, I look forward to Christmas and holidays. More
Christmas
for-
music, yay or nay?
What?
Christmas music? Boo.
Couple
I
names.
don't
Couple
know.
names.
I put this up as one of my polls on Instagram, but I said I like Christmas music just during December and after Thanksgiving. I don't want to hear it before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I don't
we-
want to see the Christmas lights before Thanksgiving.
So like
I
Black
just-
Friday, if I'm outside putting them up, what do you think
that's
about
fine.
that?
That's fine.
It's directly after.
Yeah.
You
But-
know, this might be a controversy, but I think Christmas movies are overrated.
Depends.
I
on-
could see
yeah,
it once and be
definitely.
okay.
Name one. What would
Elf.
Elf?
Yeah.
He was saying
Tough.
this.
I'm
he was saying this the other
anti-elf.
day.
I
Really?
don't think
He was saying this the
I'm
other day.
like
Really?
He's not an
like
elf guy.
Will Ferrell, great actor, not an elf fan though.
Really?
Okay.
I think it's too much for me.
Okay.
I can kind of see it. I like it, but it's I can see how.
That's
Okay,
like the
Home
only
Alone.
one I
Home
do.
Alone's different.
Really?
But that's
I was gonna say I don't really like Home Alone.
Wow.
Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1.
I just like I go back
That's
and watch.
that's a stretch too. A lot of people that's got to be. No one would ever think the sequel to a movie is better than the original.
I was saying.
Watch the ending. And
So
oh my god.
we were talking about this the other day. Home Alone, like the scenes at the end when the bandits are in the house and he's just beating the shit out of them. Those are some tough injuries that they're taking the entire time. Like obviously I know it's a movie, but like
Oh no, they're
brick
getting
to the
fucked
face.
the
up,
brick
dude.
to the face.
he tried to break
He literally
from the second
dropped a
story.
brick, and he just ate it.
Yeah.
Like,
Couple sound effects. No, nothing crazy.
yeah.
Probably take up boxing.
Yeah,
Got a
exactly.
strong chin.
Exactly.
No, they've done. Yeah, it's some crazy ones out there, but I guess I can understand because there's a couple people that have mentioned that they don't really like Elf, and I was like, I always felt that was a pretty good movie.
Mine that's unpopular that I'm just not a huge fan of is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's
Second
the,
that.
That's
I second that.
that's the one that I didn't really like, but the other ones are all right. But that one I just.
What about A Christmas Story? The one.
All right,
Shoot
so
Your Eye
that's
Out?
Never
one
seen it.
that's one I like, but I'm so burned out on because
Yes,
it's on
dude.
it's on
On
TV
all
for
the time.
24
All the
hours.
time.
Like, who needs to see that for 24 hours? Like, I just don't laugh at it anymore.
No.
But
And
like,
at this point, like, you're just waiting for like
Bobby
3 parts
Sin
of the movie
watching the Christmas
He's
Story like
expecting
this.
the next
Yeah.
line.
with a scowl on his face. Just not
Yeah.
funny. No, but that you watch it on TV and you only see 3 parts. You see him getting his tongue stuck on the pole. You hear someone say you're gonna shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
And then there's like just like one other thing.
and
it's
the
like, that's
dad the
whole
dad
movie.
pulling out the leg lamp.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
fragile must be Italian. Like, all right.
Haha.
Yeah, exactly. But like, my dad will laugh at it every time. Like, it's just classic. Like, dad humor. Like, oh, gets me every time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Such an old person. Yeah. Such like it's like if you like grew up then that's like your movie.
Oh my gosh! But the other one that I never understood that was a Christmas movie was it Die Hard? Like
It's not a Christmas movie.
just because it's
well, like
because
It's not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas
That-
movie.
it's-
that's a
it's
take.
technic-
Yeah.
people say that it technically is, and that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
I don't really get
If
that
anything,
either.
that just takes down the all the Christmas movies. But they're already at a low
Defeats
level.
the purpose. What?
I don't get it.
I,
No, but the only ones that are like kind of good are the really old ones, like the claymation Rudolph and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Animation.
Or
you think those are good?
Or no.
That-
Frosty
by
the
the time-
Snowman.
Yeah.
I love Frosty the Snowman.
I like Rudolph. Rudolph's probably my.
The narwhal comes out.
Dude, that's funny.
So going back to that narwhal story we had last week
Yeah.
about the guy who like stopped that attack in London with the narwhal tusk. Did you hear about
I
that?
hadn't heard about that. Yeah.
So-
I guess I missed last
Well,
week's
apparently
podcast.
he was a restaurant owner and he had the big narwhal tusk on his wall and he just grabbed it
Like
and
smash in
started-
case of emergency. And
yeah, and then started wheeling around.
That's
Stopped it.
nuts, dude. Yeah, but basically
terrorist attack.
there was a terrorist attack on the London Bridge or a bridge in London.
Yeah.
And the guy was out there with just the tusk of a narwhal, like
Trying to stab
trying to
people?
shiv terrorists.
Gee,
That's one way to go about it.
On guard.
Yeah.
I think there's better ways you could get
Yeah,
around doing
I'm
that.
sure. I'm sure there
Literally
is.
any other way.
You can't imagine that was ever like someone's first thought. And the guy was looking around his restaurant. He's like, "Yep."
It can't be your
Full of
first
knives. Full
your
of
first
knives.
your first weapon of choice, but that's the one you grab.
It's certainly newsworthy.
I mean,
though.
it wouldn't be mine, but
I don't know if it'd be anybody's. Who
No.
has a narwhal tusk within reach?
you know, you just kind
You
of
guys don't have
You-
Wait a second.
using
In
using
my
the
car.
That's my car. What are you guys talking about?
using the resources that are made available to you.
He's actually proficient. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that?
Creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that says a lot about us then.
We're clearly not prepared.
No, definitely
Why you
not.
guys aren't prepared to create a crime?
Yeah, just
You
anything.
guys aren't thinking about
Level
the-
5 on
Yeah, you
GTA, you know,
Yeah, you
5
know,
stars.
the mean streets of Prav here. Anything could pop off. I just might have to just start wielding household
Yeah, but
items.
you live in the college section.
Like,
This isn't bad.
not this side.
No.
The college section that also connects to Chad Brown Street.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Welcome to Friartown.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Friartown, oof.
Oh, we knew this was coming up.
What a
This is-
transition.
What a transition is right.
Yeah,
we don't
they-
have to go too far into
Wow.
They have some issues right now.
it.
Yes,
Certainly.
Clearly.
They need everything.
They I don't even I mean there's a lot of fire Ed Cooley people on the bandwagon. I'm not on that
I'm sure.
bandwagon.
Do you think they're not coached well enough right now?
I
Like
don't
with all these turnovers, I'm going to
I
hear this
think-
explanation.
I mean
Coach Bob.
I think it's partly coaching. I think good teams can take care of things that they can control, like turning the ball over and missing free throws and just complete lacks of just mental toughness.
Free throws are a mental thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, it's even
I got a
if you
whole
could
lot-
take
lot
you
of
could
lack
take
of that.
100 of them and still have this mental thing that you can't get in.
Yeah.
As a guy who's had firsthand experience.
Me and
Yeah.
you both, brother.
but
Free
they
throws.
they have so much talent on their team, and their senior leaders are bringing them down. I don't think Diallo's played well at all, and
Alpha, more like a beta.
yeah,
Oh my
Oh my god. That's great.
and The kid they got from UMass, Pipkins, has been awful. Since
Oh, really?
The first game, yeah. So but David Dukes looked awesome. The young guys have looked good. You know, hopefully they stick with those guys more.
Gant played well.
Yeah, I
Gant
like
played
Gant.
well.
I mean,
Should have played more.
yeah. So I mean,
Did you go to the game?
No, I watched it at his house. I wasn't sitting in that pit. And we went to Muse after the game, and some guy was
smart move.
Some guy, no, it really wasn't that bad. But some guy was standing there wearing a God jersey, all time good jersey.
Wow.
Yep.
And I just went up to him and I was just like, tough one. And he was like, you have no idea. I was like, what are you gonna do? We'll move on. I'm already over it. I'm on to the next game. So
That was fun.
what are you gonna do?
Like the Patriots.
That's as long as I have the
Exactly.
Patriots.
Exactly.
I'm fine.
You only need one. You
That's
only need
right.
one.
So
Yeah, that's not the Giants right now.
oh, they going back to Eli now,
Just
just for the week.
Fuck you. Wait a second. Sorry. Sorry. You getting Christian McCaffrey with the second pick, and I'm taking Saquon with number 1.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Thank
ultimate steal
I said-
of ultimate.
I
steal.
said it.
And I still didn't make the playoffs. Thank you very much.
I said it. I said it before the year, and I thought this was a hot take. I think Christian McCaffrey's better than Saquon. Not that Saquon's bad or anything. Christian McCaffrey's just a different breed. Like he's
He's a different cat.
he's so good. Like
Yeah,
every
but-
single week on a crap,
Well, this has
on
definitely
a
been
crap
a terrible year for Saquon.
on a crap team. Not again.
Yeah.
Not that
Well-
Saquon's bad at all. I think their line still stinks.
I
But like,
agree.
but
it
they
does.
have
It does.
they have the pieces to build around. If Jones can stop turning the ball over, I like Slayton.
The future.
I mean,
the future is very bright, but like everything just needs to like.
their defense
work out for them.
blows, but I mean that's
I
something you
just
can.
don't get it.
Yeah.
It's
It's called that.
unbelievable.
They need to draft a couple more good years. They need to get like a Raiders draft where you pick up like.
Where you get 3 first-round picks in the first round.
Mm.
Well, they also use those 3rd and 5th round picks. They
Oh,
got some
and
pretty
like-
good
yeah,
players.
yeah, yeah.
Crosby
Yeah.
and Hunter Renfro.
We had a
Renfro.
nice rookie linebacker, but he tore his ACL in like the second game, so kind of went south from there.
It happens.
not good.
What do you think about the how the AFC's matching up? You know,
How the AFC's matching up?
with the Ravens playing so well.
I don't.
The questions in the Patriots. locker
Ravens are
room.
losing today.
Really?
I repeat.
I'm betting.
They're playing the Bills.
I'm betting the Bills today.
Okay.
If Riley Dom's listening, I'm all in on the Bills today. Well, not only because
Nobody circles the wagon.
it's like the Buffalo Bills. Not like I don't think Baltimore is good. There's always that hot, like, sexy team in the middle of the year that
super sexy.
no, but like the sexy pick, like before the year, there's always the sexy preseason pick. This year was the Browns, and I wasn't
Oh my God.
I wasn't surprised at all that they're an absolute dumpster
I'm so
fire.
happy. I'm so
And I'm happy
That's
because
pretty
like
great.
Baker Mayfield has a new commercial every single week. Yet he has sucked this year, and and every single game he plays worse, and there's just a new thing out there. And now during the year, like Baltimore's looked awesome. Would it shock me if they lost in the first round? No.
No.
I'm
I
more.
agree.
I'm
I
more.
agree.
I'm more scared of Kansas City because Kansas City's getting hot, even though their defense
Their
stinks.
defense is
It's so
trash.
bad. But
It's gonna be a good game.
Mahomes is just
He can pull it out.
awesome.
What do you? Let me get a little Super Bowl prediction.
Uh,
All right.
you go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Repeat. Saints Patriots. 62-0.
I think.
The Saints.
I think it's gonna be Pats 49ers,
Ooh.
which I'd love.
Ooh, a little protege.
I'd.
mentor
Oh my god, I'd
action.
love
I,
that.
I,
I don't
love
believe in him at all.
I second.
You
that,
don't
yeah.
believe in Garoppolo at all?
Not
don't.
at all.
I believe in
His
no,
team
never mind,
has
I'm not gonna
brought
say
him
that,
there
but
like so hard. It's
their team,
unbelievable.
they're very good.
That
Yeah.
defense is
Is
freakish, dude.
their D line is vicious.
Freakish.
Absolutely, like
Like, they have
I
some
love them.
big
Dude.
dudes.
I just like. I thought the Saints played better when Teddy Bridgewater was in there, and
I mean, you
I just,
can't
like,
not.
Teddy
big
Bridgewater's good though.
I
He's
should
gonna,
be the
he's gonna
should be
get
the
a.
good-
He
he's gonna
literally
get a
should be the
bag.
QB.
Yeah, and
Why
gonna
isn't
get-
he on a team right
he
now?
gets
Like,
paid because he gets paid
Who?
$15 million to be a backup.
Exactly.
And that's I mean,
Teddy Bridgewater.
Wait,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I got a question. Why do the Saints pay their backup so well? Like Chase Daniels was the highest paid backup when he was behind.
because they like to have good insurance. And Chase Daniels probably. I mean, Trubisky looked good the other night. He's on the Bears now, but Chase Daniels looks just as good as.
He's
Trubisky.
trash. He is trash.
Yeah.
Mitchell Trubisky is. So
Imagine
garbage.
taking like I can understand Mahomes was they kind of reached on him, taking him a little after Trubisky.
Will work it out.
Deshaun Watson was right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What are
They
you doing?
moved up,
and
to
they
get
moved up to
Mitchell-
take Trubisky.
Oh my god, dude.
It's so bad.
It's all about the potential.
But yeah, my Super Bowl
He's got
prediction.
It's all about the
Super Bowl
potential.
prediction. I think Pats 49ers. If not the Pats, the Chiefs.
Alex.
I was gonna go with Chiefs and either 49ers or Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks too.
I would
like
playing
Russell.
well.
I don't trust the Seahawks.
She's playing well.
I don't trust them.
Love Russell Wilson.
They're playing
Yeah,
well.
only because of Russell
Not
Wilson.
an,
I'm not too sure about their
not
defense.
an MVP.
Yeah,
Not an MVP. That's what my dad keeps
His
saying.
so like when you're looking.
So who do you think it is?
It's
I
probably.
think it's-
I think it's Jackson. Jackson right now.
don't
The
If
MVP.
I had to,
Oh,
I like Russell Wilson.
I like Russell Wilson.
I like Russell
too.
Wilson at MVP.
I feel like it has to. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I think it's Lamar Jackson.
When you're so this is just something that his dad said. When you're looking at good quarterbacks, what's the first thing you look at for like stats wise?
I would assume.
Completion percentage?
Not passing yards though, like just legitimate.
I don't know.
No, but like
He thinks passing
he
yard
always
might-
thinks like he always looks at like like
Phillip
how many
Rivers
passing
throws
yards
for
that-
350
like
yards.
Matt Stafford
Better
will
get
throw for
cut.
5,000 yards a year.
Literally, he
But like, I mean,
Yeah.
he just they stink. I look at touchdowns and probably completion percentage.
Yeah.
But he always like you could throw up so many garbage
touchdowns.
garbage time
It's
yards.
like Tom last week. It wasn't garbage time, but
No, it was.
he almost came back.
They almost came back. They did.
So it's kind of like
Yeah, you can also like throw like a 5-yard slant route that goes for 60 yards, and then all of a sudden you look like a savage.
Yeah, like Joe Burrow last night.
Oh,
oh, come on, stop.
You don't like Joe Burrow?
I love Joe Burrow.
Joe
You-
Burrow's
what
the man.
Oh, okay.
He'll be the number.
Oh, I thought you
he'll
were
be-
saying
he'll be
he's
the
bad.
number.
Like
No, no,
he'll-
the 5-yard
Oh,
slant
that-
route
that
that went for
play.
70 yards.
Or the like when he was like fooling around in the back of the pocket and then got loose and then
That was
he's awesome. I don't see many teams beating them.
No.
I mean, Ohio
I
State.
can see
Ohio
Ohio
State
State.
could, but
They looked bad last night. Not
Yeah.
bad.
they
but
came.
like,
They
started
came
off
back.
really
They
slow.
played
started
really.
off
They
way
played
too
really
slow.
well. I mean,
Yeah.
Wisconsin didn't score in the second half.
Yeah.
But I
My guy, Jonathan Taylor. That's my boy.
He's
I
good.
That's my guy.
I really like
good.
Burrow. Burrow will be the number one pick.
I think so. If the Bengals get it, they need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback, yeah.
Chase Young's going to the
He's
Giants.
going to
You
Giants.
get. I'm just
That's
saying.
the guy. They need.
If I was them, you go.
But you got to pick a quarterback.
They trust Ryan
You
Finley.
need it. You need a quarterback though.
Who?
The Bengals.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have Ryan Finley.
Shut up.
Bruh.
Come on.
We had Eli Manning, but we still took Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get.
I remember
someone.
calling Matt at the time, and
We were furious.
laughing at him
We were furious
because they took Daniel Jones. And
I
because
said it was a good pick.
and
I still think it's.
I
No, I
It
literally
worked
sat
out,
there and
but-
said,
It worked-
"What
I
the
think it-
fuck?"
yeah.
but when you got freaking what's his name?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen was
thank
right
you.
there. Yeah.
I
Josh
was
Allen.
freaking out. They were saying
who's been
he's like
awesome too.
he's like automatically gold jacket, like all these great things about him, and I'm all years the New York Giants like Daniel.
you could have gotten
Jones.
Daniel Jones at the end of the first round.
Bro, the problem
Our
was
I think
17th
teams were
mid-
looking at it. Teams were looking at
Middle
it.
to end
No,
of the
we
first.
weren't.
Teams
we picked
were
a
looking at him.
quarterback
That's
and
why.
a pass rusher in the opposite order. We
Yeah.
should have picked the pass rusher first. We would have got Josh Allen, and then we still would have got Daniel Jones if we wanted him.
Teams were looking at him. I guess those
We
that
still had a great first round.
the Redskins.
Daniel Jones, Dexter
Is
Lawrence, and
Dexter
Lawrence
DeAndre
yeah.
Baker.
Dexter
Who
Lawrence has.
stinks.
He's
Mm,
but
Is
my,
he getting better?
He is.
Yeah.
He
I
has
haven't-
got
I
the
haven't
last
watched-
2 games he's been playing really well, and they say like you need like 1 to 2 years in the NFL as a cornerback
Yeah.
to get adjusted.
It's
But
definitely.
he's
one of
been
the-
getting absolutely toasted.
He reminds
but-
me of Eli Apple.
Fuck him. Leaves the Giants and has a great year with the Saints. Like fuck you, dude.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
It's a shame you guys got. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry. Ah, Sam. Fuck Sam.
Yes.
So Bobby, these polls on Instagram, where do you get the inspiration from?
I did one once when I was last year. We were just sitting around and I was just like, I forgot what the first one was.
I'm trying to see
it
where
was-
like you land on them because when you post them, it's just like here. but
I've
you-
gotten gotten wicked lazy with them. Like
I
I
wanna
used to
hear, like,
post like
if
the
you're on
results
one
and like how I felt about it, but I just like honestly sometimes
This
I forget.
opinion is wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Your opinion is wrong.
I would just
You
tell
guys
people
are
how
wrong.
wrong their opinions were. And that was the thing that would get people so into it. Because, like, well, like, fuck you. Like, your opinion's
Yeah,
wrong. And,
yeah.
like, I'd hear from people that, like, I'll see people on Instagram that I haven't talked to since, like, high school. And they'll
Yeah.
be like, dude, like, I love these. So I just, like, and, like, people will send me, like, suggestions or whatever. And I don't know. I just think it's funny. So it's just questions I need answers to. So I want to see what I want to
The
see.
world needs
I
an
want-
answer to
I want
it.
to. I want to see
But
what.
some of them, like, people can't actually be
No.
serious. Like,
No.
like a couple of these like results are just like blows my mind.
Some of them are
Like,
like it
do
amazes
people
me.
actually like?
Yeah.
I'm just.
There's
trying
no
to
way
think
that
of
it
some,
sways
like-
one way or the other. Like
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
obviously picking.
I
the
mean,
one
you're
who's
just going
fucking
off
up.
of my followers, so like it could be completely different. But yeah, no, I just do it. I think it's funny. I post a funny picture of whoever
Yeah.
whoever is in my camera roll, and then boom, I throw up a poll. So I'll probably throw one up today.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe we could think of one. But yeah, no, it was just some random thing that I did late last year and
Just kept doing.
just ran with it.
Like, kind of like the calzones used to do. You guys
Yeah.
have them on Snapchat?
Bobby Zones.
Bob, yeah, exactly.
Bobby Zones.
Yeah, everybody remembers.
Yeah,
That's
I
like,
don't.
yeah,
I don't
it's
have.
kind of like his
And
little
then
bitch.
and then I stopped doing them, and I lost like 30 pounds. So I had to stop.
The Zones had to go.
I was having
But
like
people loved
people
it, though.
loved it because I would go to the bar and get wasted, and then just come back and be like, oh, all right, I'm doing another one.
Oh my god.
Order
Oh, you just be wasted.
Oh my god, it was.
That's awesome.
Excuse me, but I would just go and get wicked drunk on the weekends, and then come back and like, oh, I'm kind of hungry, and then just face an entire calzone.
And review it.
Yeah,
No, he would just
No, I
post
wouldn't
on
review it.
Bobby
It's the
Zones number 7, and
it
then
was, like,
next
the
week would be
same-
like Bobby
Bobby
Zones
Zones
number
number
8.
It was
just you eating it.
Yeah, no, just
No,
a picture
no,
of
It was
him.
the end. It was the
literally,
end.
it was literally just a picture of the calzone, and it was like that was it, and people were just like, oh, Bobby's having a good time again this weekend. He's coming back. He's having a calzone.
One more zone. One more zone.
Bobby Zones.
I'll do that next time I get. I haven't gotten one in a while, but
I could go for
It's got like French fries in it, right?
Should we order
Is that
that?
the one?
it was the best. So Roadhouse and in the Emporium at URI had this fried frenzy calzone.
Ew,
And, like-
that just sounds disgusting.
No, no,
so
no,
fried
it's really
no,
good.
no,
It's
no.
really
So
good.
it had like chicken fingers, French fries, mozzarella sticks, all in this
Oh my god.
calzone, and it's so good when you're drunk.
Yep.
But I had it once when I was sober, and it was awful. It was so bad.
Ruined it for you.
Oh my god, it didn't ruin it, but I just like
The
I was on
the
campus
allure
late one
wasn't
night,
there.
and I got one going home, and I was just like, oh, this is just
People actually do this.
yeah, like how does this place stay in business
It's
during
the,
the day?
yeah, that's the same with like Ronzio's at Bryant. Like they had some pretty good pizza, and like you could stop in there, but
Yeah.
like no one really went unless it was the weekend. And they had mac and cheese pizza, and it was one of the best things I've ever had. Macaroni and cheese bacon on
Yeah.
pizza, and
good.
it's bomb. But you have it sober, and it's like God, this is just like kind
The-
of a little bit too much.
The best on campus pizza place, or it wasn't on campus, but up in Springfield,
Peppa's.
Peppa's.
Peppa's
Bomb.
by the slice.
Oh,
Your
my-
brother.
I know about it.
Your
I know
brother.
about it.
Yeah, you brought
The place was connected
Golden
to
Barbecue
the
bar.
Chicken,
Yeah,
yeah.
The place was connected to the bar,
Nice.
and you'd literally walk through the bar, and there would be all this pizza there. And I went up there a couple times last year, and it was just
bomb.
oh my god, it was awesome.
So there's a Taco Bell literally right next door to it. So one night we're fucking idiots. Mana, all
I think
of a
Jake
sudden-
Mata tried to walk
so we
through
had,
the drive-thru.
We had one too many at the bar, and all of a sudden, so Sam didn't even make it out. Let's just say this: Sam, listen to this. Sam has some fucking
you.
more shit on this right here. Sam didn't make it out of my house. Was like throwing up in his car, like outside hanging out, and kind of was like, all right, we're going out to the bar, like see ya. So we all of a sudden Mata had one too many, and can you do the imitation of please do the imitation of Mata we jump.
Oh, all right. I forgot where you were going with this. So,
Do the
Mata, we're in the bar and like we go into the pizza place, and he's like sitting there like with his head leaned up against the glass, and he just goes, "What was the good one? The Gold Fever pizza? It was like
Yeah,
it's like barbecue and
No,
honey
it's the-
mustard or whatever it is, and
I think he
whatever. It's
doesn't
delicious.
matter.
It's delicious. Doesn't matter." And he just looks at the lady and he just goes, "Can I get 2 of those to go?" And he jumps. Like I can't really do.
He's like, "Do those to go."
Yeah, and we're like, I'm sitting, like literally, like, but it was like a skip, and he just goes to go, and we're literally standing there, and I think me and him were right there, and like we just like looked at each other and just started to die laughing, and it was oh my god, it was great.
This is after he got kicked out of Taco Bell because we couldn't walk through the drive-through line. Like you can't just go up and like,
Yeah, no,
order.
you can't.
It's a drive-through, not a walk-through.
Well, like money's money, right?
Yeah.
Is my money different? Like I'm going to save stuff. That's so they like threatened. They were like, all right, you're gonna have to leave, or we're gonna call the cops here. Like,
Oh my gosh,
so
dude, that is funny.
Yeah, it was. We had some
we
good
get 2 of
times.
those to go.
And then we would make fun of him like for doing it. He's just like, I didn't jump, but he remembers like doing it, but he's like, I didn't jump. But it's
He did.
I remember.
He did.
I
He
remember
did.
him jumping.
Oh my god. Yeah, and even if he didn't, it's still better to remember him jumping.
Exactly. It makes for a better story.
Yeah, way better. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It must be that good too.
Oh, it was great. It was.
There's a place better down. It's literally like a couple doors down, but it's not like a midnight thing. It's Hot Table. Like,
Oh.
Probably.
No, I
Matt
think I know
loves-
about the other one.
So it's a panini place.
No,
my
no, I
God.
don't know about that.
I want to buy a franchise and put it in Rhode Island.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not gonna lie,
It's that good.
Oh wow.
I want
Like,
to
I'll
put
s-
it. I want
I'll
to put
take-
it where D'Angelo's is in
Nice.
AK. That's
Telling
what-
you, I'm telling you, it's the like the best panini. That sounds like it's pretty simple. You just get
Strictly paninis.
No, but it's just like it's a different type of thing that you'd go like
Yeah.
a different type
like-
of.
Yeah,
like
it's,
fast food
it's like a
place.
casual like lunch you want to take.
It's exactly like the same setting as D'Angelo's, just
Gotcha.
all paninis.
The
Like
grilled sandwiches.
we went to move him in. It was just me and him, and he was like, "I'll try this place out." It was fucking awesome, like a steak and cheese panini. Oh,
Ooh. That sounds pretty good. Right?
yeah,
delicious.
Off
Like,
the
I'm telling you,
charts.
it's the best thing.
off the charts. Not hyping it up enough.
One of the things I was thinking about that we all have in common, we all got dogs.
Yeah,
And the other day I was thinking, like, one of the worst things in the world is a dog fart.
Dog farts are pretty gross.
Separate from human farts,
I
they're
mean,
just
it's
a whole
different-
different level.
It's a different type of smell.
It's a different type of it's pungent, and they cut through. And I was
Settles-
thinking,
settles
if
at
you
the lowest
bottle up
point.
A dog fart, it could be used in war.
In war,
Yeah,
I mean, I think the worst type of farts are when you fart in the shower.
easily.
steamy farts.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Heats it
what?
up.
Because
Heats
then
it up.
it
It's a
lingers.
little wet.
It's gross.
It's gross. Like I farted in the shower last week and I had to get out. It was that bad.
You were like, no, fully wet still. Haven't even.
Oh my God, it was-
washed your hair,
Yeah.
lathered up.
And like-
nope, that's enough.
People know what I'm talking about. Like I don't sound like such a freak. People
Oh, no,
people
no.
definitely know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't.
I mean, I
try
prob-
not
I
to
prob-
fart in a shower.
I mean,
don't
I-
know.
I
Maybe
didn't-
call me crazy.
I didn't
Call
say
me
I didn't
crazy
say
right
I
now.
I didn't say I tried.
You're not,
I'm not saying-
you're not crazy one way or another. If you have to fart, you fart.
Yeah,
if it's in
like-
the shower, it kind of
I-
stinks
like,
a
I
little.
don't-
like,
know,
it's not crazy.
And sometimes you poop.
No.
No way. That's we found that line. We found that line.
Just Mike?
There's
okay.
a line, Mikey. There's a
me?
line, and he just went over
See,
it.
I only find that the dog farts happen like when they're older. I'm assuming.
No, Spank was
Really?
ripping them.
Spanky.
See, Quincy doesn't really fart. Well, what he used to do was he would get so excited that he'd just piss.
Same
But he doesn't do
Piss
that.
boy.
He doesn't do that as much anymore.
No.
if ever.
Spanky, he'll be laying down, and all you hear is, and he'll just like let out a fart. It's mad funny.
Really?
Oh,
yeah, you can
God.
hear it.
And then they just
And then
look
they
at you like,
reek.
How's
Yeah.
Spank doing?
He's great.
he's great.
95% of the time, and then the other 5% I want
Yeah.
Kill
to
him?
knock him out.
Isn't that dogs though?
Yeah.
That's so yeah.
Well, but there's are some dogs that are like bad all the time. They're just like
Oh yeah.
torment you, But
Well, I mean,
I was gonna say something, but if I can't spoil the secret,
okay.
because if someone's watching it,
When is the secret? All right.
it's coming up. It's
Okay.
coming up.
All right. I was gonna say this isn't coming out till next week.
Okay, wait a second. Can I do the dates right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do the math. Do the math.
No, see,
See about that.
The way
I
that
just hope whoever is. Never mind.
the suspense is killing me.
Yeah, we'll hear after.
Grab me until another time. It's gonna be December 21st.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got your next show.
Ironically.
You got your next show planned.
Okay.
Right there. Boom.
Perfect. We'll see you then.
I can't
We'll see that.
see. Well, no, actually, we'll not.
Stay
see
tuned
that.
at home, everybody.
because there's a Texas PC game on that day. It's probably one of the biggest days.
Because we got
But
PC,
there's a
PC,
Did Matt
Patriots
hook it
game.
up?
PC Texas at 2:00, and then the
Did Matt
Patriots
hook
game
it up?
got flexed to 4:00 on that Saturday. So we're literally going from the dunk back to
To watch the
To watch
Patriots
the
game.
Pats
So that's like
game.
literally like.
So it's just
And
a-
the big secret is coming.
just a big day
Gotcha.
for
Big secret
watching
is that day
sports
too,
and
so.
yelling and
Got it.
drinking.
It's a big day.
It sounds like a big day.
Who are the Patriots playing that day?
The Bills. So it's gonna
Wow.
be. See, the thing that going back to the Pats, they haven't locked up the division yet, which is crazy to think.
The Bills are
But
just
the
like
say
sneaking by.
the Bills are
Mafia.
I think 9-3.
Yeah, something like that.
Like they're only a game back.
Yeah.
And say they win.
They win tonight.
Yeah,
They
like
win today.
yeah, we're guaranteeing a win today.
Put that on our mortal
Put that
lock.
in my mortal lock bank.
Are you betting real money on it?
I'm betting money on it. Yes.
Bobby, put me in for 15.
Okay. Boom.
Money
He's-
line.
He's in for 15 money line. They're like plus 250.
Bro, you want a quick side note? I know nothing about gambling. Like money
It's-
line, odds, all that shit.
I just know it
makes
by
no fucking
affiliation.
sense
I
to me,
mean,
dude.
going
What?
up.
You don't-
Nothing. That
nothing?
makes no sense to me, dude. Money line. I'm a bet the this like.
Do you want me to give you a quick rundown of the three?
I
of the-
only know parlay.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I'll just do quick. Straight bet or parlay? Straight bet is just one thing.
Yes.
You're betting on. Parlay is
It's
when
a bunch of things.
you take a couple together. Usually, most commonly, you'll do 3 teams. And the way I like to do it
I've
is-
seen Matt do about 15.
Well, Matt does it because like he wants to be one of those kids on Twitter that like
90
it's like
cents.
the fit like the put $1 in and win like 100
grand,
grand.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
He almost got one at one time.
I remember it. Yeah, I remember he missed like one
One game.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there are 3 things normally. So you have the spread. So today we'll just use that Baltimore game as an example. Baltimore's favored by 6.5.
yep.
They're giving 6.5 points. So they're projected to win by a
seven.
by a
touchdown.
Yep.
By a touchdown.
You have that. You have the total. So I don't know exactly what the total is for that game, but I'm assuming it's going to be in the 40s.
I'd say 48.
Low, yeah.
48 and a half.
So,
I'd say if
Give or take.
if I'm Vegas right now. In Vegas, if you were listening to this right now,
Between the 2 teams, they have to make 49 points.
if you want to get the over.
If you want to,
If you want
if you want
over the
to,
under,
if you
I
want,
get- yeah,
and
yeah.
you could bet
over
the
under.
And then the money line is just whether the team wins or loses.
Okay.
So I only like to take those when they're plus money because if it's plus 250, so the odds are if I put $100 down, which is
You make
high,
Win 250.
which is you would win
Win
250 bucks.
So-
And they just got to win by
yeah.
any amount of points.
So you'd
Yeah.
win $250 more dollars, or you'd win $150 with a $250 total.
So with
250 total.
it's so
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
So,
you're
like
you're,
if you went to
you're
Twi-
gaining $150 back.
Yes. Yeah, you're winning 150.
no,
No, you
no,
get your
you'd
money
win
back.
250
Yeah,
bucks.
but you already put the 100 in.
and then you'd get so like if you
So
did
if
it
you
if
lose,
you did
you
it
lose the 100.
if you did it at Twin River, you would put 100 in and you
Yep.
would get your ticket
Yep.
and you would get the 100 back plus 250.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Wait.
Because that was my next
All this
question.
time
Was
I've
I
been-
saw that the Anthony Joshua fight versus Ruiz or whatever,
Yeah.
that rematch
And odds
he
and
was,
stuff like
He
that.
was negative 230 odds to win. or
Okay,
something
so
like that.
all right, so in the negative, all right, so when it's
That means
minus,
he's favored.
So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
favored. So you would have to bet $230 to win 100.
Yeah.
Got it. Got
All
it.
right.
So it's all based on $100.
It's all based. Well,
Yes.
like that's just the best way to like kind of do the math.
Yeah,
but
all
like
right.
you can put any number.
Yeah, but
on
that's where it's like.
Yeah.
That's
So
where
like
they're coming up.
another example, Wisconsin last night was plus 600. So you had to put 100. I almost took the money line. I just took the spread and it covered. But
And you won that parlay.
and I
last
won a
night.
parlay. I had Georgetown plus money and I did it like a Big East parlay and I had Marquette pick 'em. So
Good win by Marquette.
great
K-State,
win,
yeah.
great win.
Yeah.
But it was it's fun. It's fun for the weekend. I get killed on the NFL, but college basketball I'm pretty good.
You're not talking to the guru?
I talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Kevin.
Oh my god.
See, like that's like I'm like if you're rating it out of 10, like I'm probably like a 3. He's like an 11.
Yeah.
And like he like
He's just good at it.
like
He's
when
very good
he's
at it.
that's not necessarily true. He's good at betting baseball. He gets killed on the NFL and the NBA.
Everybody does.
Still comes
Everyone
out on
and
top.
there's a
Fucking,
and there's
like-
a reason why it's the most popular sport and Vegas has like the most concentrated lines on the NFL.
Baseball. There's 162 games. They could give a shit
And
about
he has
the line
he has a
of
good
one night.
yeah, exactly. Like he has
They're
a
not
good
gonna look it to death.
he has a good strategy for betting baseball, but like when Matt and I went down there, like we went to the track and it was just he just loves it. He's a funny kid. But I if I ever get that far I'd stop.
That's what they always say.
Bob gambling addict. Hanley.
Not at all.
Mrs. Hanley, if you're watching this,
She said she's gonna listen, so
Oh, no.
she's gonna get a earful of this.
why would you?
She
Sorry, Miss Hanley. Take my 15, but I did not say any of that. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So-
yeah,
I let you down.
That's
I'm
a
so
quick.
sorry.
That's a quick little gambling sleep.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
A little.
I hope it makes more sense.
No, it's just like I've always seen that stuff, and it's like not that I would want to get into it because I don't got that much money to play around with right now. But it's just like I'm like
It's
-230. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think it's fascinating.
It is.
It's great. Like how they come up with like these odds and like when you get like a crazy push at the end or stuff like that. Like it's insane. It is
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the parlays, dude, you could.
They make some money on that. It's like it all depends. Like depending on the odds and stuff like that. Like you have to kind of sit and think it out. But I'll have one in before 1 o'clock.
Don't worry, I'll get mine in.
I'd rather just just go to like a casino.
You
And,
got
like,
the
when you're-
Twin
and
River
you-
app now. You heard about that?
We
Yeah,
we
we
like
did
went and
that.
kind of signed up, but like we didn't get we have to go back and figure it out.
We have to get it certified or whatever by them and
I got my Players Club card the other
Platinum.
day.
humble
I would
brag.
never remember when we went that one time and we just all like stood there and then one person would get out and then we'd stand behind the next person
Yeah.
and wait for them to lose all
Yeah,
their
like,
money.
like you have like your
They're
you
lose-
have like
they're
your
not lose all my
you're the
money in
last
2
one.
minutes.
you have like your
Yeah.
entourage.
I
there
literally
just
lost
hanging
my-
around. Yeah.
Because people like when they get to a casino, a lot of people are just like they're like embarrassed because it's like such a like a show. Like no one wants to be the.
You have to play. You play and win as a table. Like when Dave and I go, like we like to have like we went last time and we had a good table. Like people like you play the right way.
Well, what games do you play?
I play blackjack.
Okay.
That's the only thing I would play.
And I'll
Blackjack.
I'd play
Yeah.
roulette, but like
Roulette's simple.
It's
Roulette's
like-
too
it's just so simple,
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
and
That's how I like it though.
Because you have to spin the ball around and see if it lands on.
But
the-
I'm trying to get these
Yeah, but
$5
dude, you-
tables that don't come around too often.
well,
Like,
no,
come
you
on.
won't. You'll
You
get
gotta
like
go on like a Tuesday night to Twin River and you go to $5 table.
Yeah.
You go on the weekends, bro. It's like
$25.
the
Like,
lowest
that's
I've seen there is
ridiculous.
you'll get the $10 tables, but it's like we were at the 25 a couple weeks ago.
much money, yo.
I walked out even, but I was up a lot. But like we had like this one guy at the other end who knew exactly what was going on, and he was just like he was telling everyone what to do, and it was like. But then you have some people like there's nothing wrong with asking for help, but if you're going to the table and you're asking like, all right, well, what do I do here? Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
See, that'd be me. I can't be doing that.
yeah,
You gotta
it
look up
time.
YouTube.
It takes
Watch on
time.
YouTube.
Like I know like the main stuff. Like if I got like a 10, like or like a low number, I'm gonna hit. But
No,
No,
like,
see,
no,
it's
that's
so
it.
much
No,
more
but-
complicated.
no,
see, this
see-
is why I can't play with you at a table.
Exactly,
It's-
exactly.
it's
I
just
don't
like
know.
No, but like
Simple.
it takes time. Like my uncle would bring me to Twin River, and it was great. We would have fun, and he like taught me how to play. So like now I have an idea. Not like saying like I win every time I go. I've actually been really cold whenever I go there. I've probably gone there like 5 times in the last year, and
I've only
I've
been,
lost
like,
like every
once.
time.
Was that the night we went?
yeah, I think so. To Twin, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to slots a million times. You know.
Slots.
We used to go to. Did we go to slots? Like I'm pretty sure I went with Alex. My
It was
first.
you,
You
me,
taught me. You brought me my 18th birthday.
It was me, you, and Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, you brought me my 18th
Yeah.
birthday. Yeah, you brought me. It was like a casual weekend. We went to slots and we probably
Yeah.
stood there. We had the virtual thing for probably like 2
2 hours. Yeah, you were pumped.
That's the only good game. The virtual blackjack.
Virtual blackjack is
that was
bomb.
all they.
It's
that was all
rigged.
they
The
had.
machine's rigged.
It's so
Oh
rigged.
my god, it's like at least like it doesn't feel as rigged when you're at like a regular blackjack
Oh,
table
yeah.
with a real dealer.
Yeah.
But like you're sitting at the virtual table, like what do you expect, man?
And
Oh,
it's
no,
always full. That's
absolutely.
the only good game there, so everyone's only at that.
Oh
machine.
yeah.
It's the only good game and the only one that's not like one of the penny slots that you can just like sit at and you're just like, hey, ging, 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 ging.
I have no use for the penny slot, any of those slots.
No, dude, you're sitting there like literally making like tens of cents. Like it's not.
Yeah,
it's,
but you can win big. You can see. I don't know how to play those.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
neither-
saying
neither
though.
do
There's
I.
So, like, you just-
there's hundreds
Oh,
of
there's
different
so-
machines,
so
dude.
many.
And they're like, who is sitting down thinking of all the
My
different
grandmother.
concepts?
My grandmother,
No, no,
My
no.
grandmother.
My grandmother loves it.
They are playing, but who's coming up with the game, dude? Some of the games are like you can't even figure it out.
That's IGT. They're coming up with all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Dude.
what they do.
It's crazy, dude.
My favorite slot story is we were at a basketball like pasta dinner before a game, and
Don't tell me you went to slots the
And-
night before a game.
no, we did.
Well, yeah, we did.
It wasn't under my control. I drove there With
Was it under my
I actually,
Wasn't under
can
my
I,
control.
Contact
Follow-
the high school about this.
Following
Is there
up-
any way I can
Follow-up sentence. I drove.
no. I was driven by someone else. I'm just,
Names?
Bobby Daly drove me to the pasta dinner. So
Explains it.
on the way back, he goes, "We're going to Slots." I'm like, "Dude, what are you
sounds
talking
like
about?
something-
It's
that sounds
9
like
o'clock
something
at
Bobby
night."
would do.
We show up at Slots. He puts $100 in the machine, loses it all in 5 minutes. We were out of there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, the blackjack, it's rigged.
It's rigged.
It's rigged.
Were you also rigging high school sports too? Or is that like
No,
you
definitely.
guys gambling on like bend the over in this game?
Outside books.
She should have bet. We'd lose to Portsmouth in the first round.
Oh, I forgot
Would have
about
won
that.
big.
Chris Herron
Chris Aaron had a game.
locked his
didn't
ass
he?
up.
Yeah.
2 points when I
So
played
that-
him in
no,
high
no.
school.
Over at that tournament in
Yeah.
in Portugal.
Yeah, I locked
Yeah.
his ass up too when we were like 8. Times have changed.
I locked his
It was
ass up
we're
on
in
the
high school. I
camera
played him in high
when
school.
I was filming the
Him
games.
and David Duke had a combined total of 4 points on me. Granted, these kids were freshmen.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
Then
were
they
a senior?
and then Dave graduated and they grew and he got better.
Okay,
Now they play 2-1.
but it's something to be proud of.
You know
huh?
Cole Swider?
You could
plays
tell-
for Villanova.
Yeah.
Locked his ass up
Yeah.
when we were 9.
We were not-
Bobby's boys with him.
Oh yeah.
So when remember that it was just going back to free throws, the free throw shooting contest as a kid.
Oh yeah.
So it starts in NK, but like if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
win, you go to there's like the quarters are at Prout and then the semis are at Prout and then the states are at St. George's and I won all 3. And then so I won the
Silk.
states, so I was like the representative for Rhode Island for the 9-10 and it was up in Maine that year and he was the year below me and I just happened to meet him and he was like cool, we were just hung out at the hotel. He definitely doesn't remember
They
me
became
now.
best friends.
Yeah.
But there's like a
When he comes to the dunk, he gives Bobby.
there's that asshole
Remember
kid
we
in
were 10, we were
106. No, there's like a picture of the two of us, but I just thought it was always funny. Like my parents remembered him. Like his sister's really good. I think she committed to play at Villanova too.
Alright.
His parents are working. Like his mom's taller than his dad. They're like 6'6".
She was like a better basketball player than dad. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, from what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, no,
That's
we're boys.
That's funny.
But I ended up losing there, and I think he lost. Like I remember, I don't know why I remember this, but the state championship for his group, you get 25 shots, he had all 25,
Jeez.
and it was insane. Like he just, granted, he was younger, so they were a foot closer,
Oh yeah.
but still, he was a
Jeez.
beast. The kid that beat me.
2019.
The kid that beat me, I remember this very vividly. The kid that beat me was like this little kid, like tiny, and he would jump, and I hit. It was the only round I hit less than 20. I think I hit 19, and he had 23, and he would jump. He won the whole thing last year. So if you win the regionals, you go to the nationals. It's at the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield.
Why do people take
Springfield.
free
Yeah.
throws so seriously? There's a competition about it. That's insane.
Yeah.
You don't remember this?
No, I remember.
The Elks
Elks,
free throw,
yeah.
Elks free throw shooting. It was like a nice thing. Like they put on this whole like dinner, and it was an
It's
awesome.
all around free throws.
It was
That's
it was
hysterical.
an awesome weekend.
You
Who
guys
is
are all
Elk and
here.
why is his free throw so important?
Well, the Elks Club.
I don't know.
Mikey, do you remember like when there was that day? It was basically like a day off from work. Which every day was a day off from work when we were working there, but specifically the free throw day
my
God,
was like
yeah.
it was like a day off.
yeah,
like
That was the
You would
that
lay
was-
down on the floor and just watch kids
Yep.
shoot.
That was-
free throws.
that was-
Bob, we're gonna go take a lunch.
That was the best. I would come and like visit at.
Hey guys, I'm going to the bank.
I
just leave.
Dude, I was talking to my dad about that. Do you know who's running the rec league now? Now that Al passed away,
Coach Byington.
Coach Bud, yeah.
Coach Byington runs the whole.
He
that-
runs the rec program,
Does he really?
but my dad runs the high school for rec.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Like
I-
he is like Al at the high school.
Okay, yeah, my dad asked me about that because I was thinking, I was like, Saturday, we were driving by the high school, it was like Saturday 10 in the morning, I was like, oh, I forgot, like rec basketball.
Yeah.
And no, I always
Oh, is
loved
rec
I would,
basketball starting now?
I would think so.
We
We're in
do.
full swing.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys reckon?
I am with my dad. Yeah.
Do you like it? Does he have open spots?
No.
Come on.
No.
Oh, dude, I love that.
Yeah. it's fun.
Oh, it was
I want
awesome.
to be. I want to be a coach one day.
Yeah, so do I.
I want to get a travel team.
I want
That'd
a
be fun.
good travel team.
That'd be mad fun.
You want Susie's travel? too.
Susie's ballers.
I work with Susie all the time.
Does she still coach?
She works rec.
How bad of a coach? I'm not trying to like.
She's got her own. She's got her own style.
She's a nice lady.
She is. She's
so-
very blunt.
Yeah.
Is she?
Oh yeah.
I never had her as a. All I hear is he's.
She's a very nice lady.
Susie's Ballers, yeah.
Susie's Ballers.
That ruined travel basketball for me.
Clearly.
I had so much.
And then Dave went on to win 28 championships.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, the year when they made one team when we were going into our, I think we were 12.
It was 7th grade. We had the
Seventh
big
grade,
tryout.
they
We
had the
big
tryout.
tryouts.
And I didn't make it. And then they weren't gonna have a second team, and then she volunteered to coach a second team. I remember my dad said, "Please don't do this. This team's gonna be so bad." And I didn't. It was just awful.
My God's honest truth, I thought I wasn't like, because I was on Van. Do you guys remember Ryan Van Dyne?
Yeah.
And his dad.
Yeah.
I was like the 12th or 13th guy on Van Dyne's team, like behind some bad people.
Yeah.
Some people who
He was on that. He was like stuck in a pit on that bad team. And
like it was horrendous, and my team was so bad, and I was like the 13th guy, and I almost like gave. Sorry,
Yeah.
I almost gave up on this. I almost gave up on
Yeah.
basketball until when your dad had tryouts. I still to this day I only think I made the team because I was friends with Matt at the time, and Mr. Moniz liked me.
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's what I kept with
I
basketball.
thought I was gonna make it because of that, but I remember I had an awful first tryout, and then that night I got sick, and I didn't even go to the second one. It was just, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I had so much fun though on those travel teams with Coach. I love Coach Moniz, and
I was talking this about my mom because we found like a bucket with all of Matt, like the shirts you won when you won the championships.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
full with freaking travel.
CLCF,
Yeah,
North
yeah,
Providence, Narragansett, like
I
all
was
that
like,
stuff.
I was talking to her and I was like, imagine being a kid from another town and being like, I know that North Kingstown is gonna play West Warwick in this final, and I'm not even
Always.
not even gonna make it.
Well, it was always the same teams that were always good. Like we were always good.
West Warwick, Coventry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Those were
it.
like the three.
Those
like,
three
pillars.
we battled.
The
We
young-
literally had a.
It was like
battle.
it was like a dynasty.
It was
right? Like,
crazy. That West Warwick NK rivalry.
Yeah,
Was-
that
that
was
travel
real.
team was nuts.
Do you remember when they brought down the older group, so we were in 7th grade, the 8th graders
Yeah.
from West Warwick,
Yeah.
they came down,
Yeah.
they dropped their age, and they played with us in the 7th, like it was like Austin Pigay and all
Yeah.
those, like, and we whooped them to show them
Their
that
best
we were the
team
best
was
team in the
younger than you
state.
guys.
No, we whooped that team too.
No, that's the team you like battled with every championship. The one with like Hensler and Trevor Lawton
Yeah.
and the younger
No.
Pegay.
Well, no, we beat them. Well, they beat us a couple times.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But like we majority had that rivalry. We
Yeah.
smacked that team,
Yeah.
but
To-
the older team was better.
To this day, I always remember one of the biggest tournaments was Pontigansett. Always had one of the biggest tournaments.
Yeah.
We beat West Warwick when we were 10 to win the whole thing. And I still have the picture. There's like a picture of all of us with our like little handheld trophies, and it's hilarious. We beat them in overtime. I still remember it, and I remember what a big deal it was when
yeah.
you finally beat them for the first time.
Dude, and it was
Huge.
and I couldn't have had a more opposite experience with
Yeah.
travel basketball.
Me and
Your team
Alex,
was
I remember.
Your
I
team
remember
was
you were
bad.
telling me about
It
that.
was
You guys sucked. Yeah.
horrid.
so did I.
Yeah.
Both
I
your
had
teams.
I had like
remember
a
that.
mixture team, so I had kids who were older than us but
Yeah.
could play down, and then I had younger kids that could play up.
Yeah.
So it was just and everyone who like wanted to play after that, like after the tryouts and after the teams were made, they just stuck them on our team. So kids who didn't even play basketball would just show up on our team.
I had such a mixed experience because, like, at the start, me and Dave started together because when they had 3 teams, it was
Gus Gregory.
Dave, and Matt.
Yeah.
Gus Gregory was the coach, and my dad was the assistant.
Pass it to Matt.
Yeah.
Pass it to Matt.
And then, like, the only
the
kid,
dumbest
literally
thing
the
ever.
only thing.
there were 4 kids that came back. It was me, Dave, Matt, and Matt Bolter.
Yeah.
And Dave and Matt, Dave and
Me and Matt
Bolter
Bolter
went to the
to-
gold team, and Matt and I went to Coach Moniz' team, and then it just then it was great, and then I got cut, and then it sucked.
Down, and then it just
then
peaked.
way
My
up.
life peaked at travel
Way up.
basketball. That's where I was talking to a coworker the other day. He's like, oh, I'm big into flag football with my kids nowadays.
Jeff.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? You want your kids like to be growing up with flag
I
football?
hate
not
flag football. Makes me
Cringe.
It's
gotta
just
play-
like
just play real
you.
football.
You gotta play like the feeling of going to McGinn Park on a Sunday morning and hanging out there all day, and just watching
All day.
tackle football from age 5 to 13 was like the best thing ever.
we had the grill. donated
Dude,
by
we-
Mr. Chevalier.
The freaking the
Fry-olator,
Fry-olator.
yeah.
They whipped up some great. That
They did
snack
Doughboys,
that
they did
snack
fries.
stand
Ugh.
was so fire.
Something I wish I see. I never got to play Pop Warner.
Best
My
time.
mom- my
I'll tell you
mom
what.
wouldn't let
Growing
me.
up and
I'm
watching
so
like the
pissed.
older kids,
Bro.
like your team, like that was like
Seeing-
what dreams of
Seeing
what
the oldest
football.
lippy truck people and then high step into
Who?
the
He
end
got the-
zone.
he got the flag. I do remember
That's
that,
why they
yes.
didn't win the championship because he high stepped. He
Who
was
is this?
hurdling
Kevin,
some.
older,
Mike-
you know
Mike
Kevin and
Mike
Brian
Lippy.
Lippy.
Mike Lippy.
Mike Lippy.
You
Was
wouldn't know because he didn't play.
Yeah.
No.
no, but he knows
no,
the Lippies.
No, I don't think so.
They're from EG, so you wouldn't.
I-
Did they play EG at for
EG
Coach
has-
George?
Yeah.
They were at Main Street Cafe.
Oh
week.
yeah. All
That's
right,
what I was
yeah.
talking to.
Oh,
He
okay.
like hurdled over someone and they called
he
high
high-stepped
No,
to the
they
end
called
zone?
no, they called high stepping for hurdling someone and they the
He
touchdown,
did. He kind of did.
I bet.
He, if I recall, he
Yes.
was like he
Yeah.
high
Were
stepped
they-
them and
were
then
they
just did
good?
what?
Were they good in high school?
They were good young.
Were they
weren't
wideouts?
bad. They weren't bad.
Wide
no,
receivers,
they were
right?
Probably linebackers.
they were linebackers eventually. But
kind
like
of.
they were good. They were good when we were young. Like they've always been decent.
Yeah.
They were always good.
That's funny.
But that older team, that like the only team to like ever win a championship.
Win the championship because
yeah.
we went to the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah. That team, that oldest team with like George and all like.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when he was actually good, wasn't he? Was it?
Yeah, both of them were. Jerry was unreal.
Jerry, are you? Jerry was good. Yeah.
Jerry
He was
really
nasty in
good.
Jaguars.
These guys play.
What's the famous quote?
The do-rag?
Yeah.
Jerry, are you walking on my field with a do-rag?
Pete, right? Or not
No,
Pete? That's
God, that's
Paul.
Paul, yeah. Are you walking on my field with a do-rag?
Remember when he would we would walk to the games and he'd talk crap about the baseball players?
Yeah.
He'd see these guys over here. Look
Motto
at them
would always tell me about
sitting down, doing nothing. We're gonna go out there and start hitting some people. Like all the kids would turn around. They're like, look at them. This is who you
Yeah.
do not want to be.
Oh
It's
God.
like, whoa.
Dude, we used to do some ridiculous shit in youth football, dude. Just absolutely.
I've only heard the
ridiculous.
stories, and it's like I'm-
Weather you practice in, miserable.
Dude,
Well,
I cannot believe
Rain or shine.
we
Rain or shine.
used to
Miserable.
announce the games. Like we would be up there,
Yeah.
and we'd be like,
Donated by the Roys.
we'd
The
sit up there,
the scalp-
"F-
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Jaguars, and it's like there was this real like everyone's out there, and we were announcing.
You
the
played
games.
music.
We played the music.
You played the music while you're.
Thunderstruck!
On every kickoff.
and the crazy things you would do to make weight.
Good, go all the way.
Kids were announcing the game.
Yeah.
Your dad told me. Maybe Matt told me. Like you and Phil, your dad would get a room at the Westin.
Dude, we
and you would
please.
You lose
This is a
weight, drop
great
weight.
story. We
and,
all
and
yes,
you would,
yes.
you would just sauna you would good old fashioned sweat lodge and just spit into a bucket.
So the day before that, I had to lose 30 pounds at like
12?
12, 11 years old. I thought it was like
lot of
25, 30
that.
pounds.
It was at Coventry.
And
The
it-
weigh-ins.
yeah,
weigh-ins,
so we
yeah.
the
Yeah,
night before
I
the weigh-in,
remember.
I might have told the story in the podcast, but it doesn't matter. The night before the weigh-in, my dad gets us a room at the hotel.
Yeah.
But it's only for 4 people, so Phil's got to
It
we
was
told
me-
Phil he has to sneak around.
It was.
And so Phil, dude, and for the people that aren't watching the video, I'll try and, but Phil is he's going he's scaling the walls, and he's like it's fucking running around the halls trying not to get detected. But we're in the hotel. We go down. We're in the gym, just getting the cardio on. In the pool, doing swimming laps, going steam room sauna, just old fashioned sweating it out. The next morning, obviously we don't eat any food, and all we did from the morning till the weigh-in was
Spit
chew
in a-
gum and spit in a cup, and
That's
just to
what it
lose
was.
all the water weight possible.
You guys have trash bags on,
Oh
right?
God!
And,
I have to take a pause.
And we got a cot, the cots you can get where they bring them up. So there's 4 of us in the room, and we're like, Phil, get in the closet. So Phil's in the closet, trying not to make any in the closet, trying to hide. That's funny stuff. But losing weight like that, imagine being 12 years old and having to
do that.
lose weight so you can play.
Well, that was when my mom wouldn't let me play, but I would have never been able to make weight growing up.
Bro, I was in 6th or 7th grade, and we had a 4th grader on our team because Isaiah Prophet was so big at
Oh, yeah,
such a
he-
young
You would
age.
have played older. You
He
would
was
have
in
played
the
it would have
fourth
made
Well,
you.
that was the thing. I'd
Fourth
have to
grade
play.
playing with middle schoolers in football.
It would
So
have made you though.
what happens if you didn't
Insane.
make weight? You would get moved to the other team.
You'd have to
Move
go up.
You had to go
So
up.
you'd be younger and you'd have to go play up with older.
That's
kids.
fucking crazy.
crazy.
But like, I mean, I guess
But
it
you
would-
had to weigh in every week. Too.
Bob, you would have been playing up, but it wouldn't been. It would be bad. Like,
I guess it would have made me better.
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
because
you
you're
would've
practicing every day.
You would have gotten polished.
Yeah.
You know how to play the game of football.
That was
Jaguars was the you
like-
learned how to tackle there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
kids coming into high school now playing
Yeah.
football, you could see because they would.
They don't
That
know
was
how to
one thing I
tackle.
wish I like. I wasn't very good in high school, but I got better every single year. Like that's why I wish I did Pop Warner.
Yeah, 'cause
like,
Dave's been playing since he was
I would have
5
had at
years
least. Yeah, and it runs in the lineage in his family.
Yeah.
He's a fucking stud.
No, but
But-
like Matt and Dave
Oh,
have been playing.
Bob, you mean that? You mean
I
that?
did.
He've been
I
playing
do.
football
Okay.
together, like him, Trevor, like all those guys have been
Yeah,
have
they've
been
been playing
playing
for a long time.
together since
We
they
did.
were
We talked.
5.
We literally talked. I'll show you the photo. I know the people, but it was like Trevor's Instagram, and he showed like a photo of us playing when we were 8.
That's crazy.
It was unbelievable. It like blows my mind. Like
Yeah,
one of the
And-
best.
yeah,
It's heartwarming.
it is. Some good times.
This is it right here. So the group it was me, Jake Porter, the Valleys, and Matt and Trevor.
Yeah, all went to play high school. Like that's like you learned how to play football when you were 8 years old. Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy.
That's pretty cool. Matt, the Valleys look so.
They look the same.
They look like Glenn looks like a ghost.
You wanna get into song of the week? Y'all boys got any tunes you want to share?
Me?
Well,
Anyway.
I don't have any specific tunes that I want to share right now. Actually, I do, but first, R.I.P. Juice World.
Yeah, for
That,
real.
you
dude.
know, I
I've been having some lucid dreams. No, that's
in my top
No, I know,
five.
that's what I was
I
saying.
almost shed a tear.
that's,
In my top 5 on Spotify was P&B Rock and then Juice WRLD. And Juice WRLD, like, P&B Rock was when I was getting jacked up, and I listened to a lot of Juice WRLD because I'm sad. You know, I'm lonely. I'm a lonely guy.
Hey, dude,
But,
wow, that is crazy, dude.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So sad.
Number one song right now, Dave actually showed it to me, Options by Fabulous, P&B Rock, Gucci Mane, and 2 Chainz.
Dude, yeah.
Absolutely
No,
smack.
It's a smack.
Absolutely
Yeah.
I'm
smack.
telling you, that Fabulous album, some of it was
Is
good.
it? I haven't listened
It's
to it.
summer,
I'll tell you.
It's some.
He's got a cult-
Summertime Shootout 3.
summertime
But
shootout.
it's
three.
it's so funny that because it came out in the winter and he called it the coldest summer ever.
Yeah, and it's
Because
it's
that's what
and
it's-
it's great. He showed it to me. He showed it to me last week. I can't stop listening to
Is
it.
that a song called Bombs on there? He has like the bombs. It has like the Chicago Bulls, like the entrance.
Yep.
When he's like
really?
he's like
Yeah.
rapping on the. It's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty
The new Roddy Ricch album. I listened to it. There's a good song on there with Ty Dolla $ign. I think it's Backseat. Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, Dave
PETA?
knows. I strictly Ty Dolla $ign, P&B Rock. Any guys
and Roddy
Unreal,
Ricch.
dude.
Roddy
and
Ricch.
Roddy
is my-
Ricch.
He's all-
Roddy
It's
Ricch
literally,
is
it's
my
literally all I listen to.
guy.
It's just guys that Roddy Ricch does much, but P&B Rock and Ty Dolla $ign, the best voices ever. And I can't get
It's
enough.
ridiculous.
Roddy Ricch is fire. The song "PETA" on that album with Meek Mill goes hard.
Yeah, it's great. The new French Montana album I thought sucked.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I'm
he's
not-
just not
I'll
very
pass
good.
Doesn't
on that
interest
one.
me.
He's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not very.
I'll pass
I
out.
gave it a quick listen.
I
But,
respect the.
I
respect
didn't
the
even
hustle.
realize he had an album out. So.
I mean, he had No Shopping on there. That song came out
What?
like 4 years ago.
You just can't be doing that.
Yeah,
That's a reach.
yeah. Which is a great song, but still, I mean,
Mike, you know.
My song of the week, in honor of Mr. Juice WRLD and his recent passing, I'm gonna have to go with on his album "Death Race for Love," "The Bee's Knees."
it's
Wow.
a good one.
Underrated.
That song is so hype.
I'll
Like,
go
I can't help to just spaz out in the car to that song.
on that album. I'll go Flaws and Sins and On God with Young Thug. Absolutely
That's
smash.
If you didn't say
fire.
that, I was gonna have to
Yeah,
say that
that's a
because
good one
that's
too.
ridiculous.
Sad.
My
Not
song
anymore.
is
This- We're in the morning stage right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost
You know the
I was-
first-
I almost cried earlier.
yeah. Me and Mike were just sitting here like,
That album was so good.
yeah.
Death
And,
Race
like,
for Love.
Yeah.
You know, I think a nice Juice WRLD album that could be possibly one of the most underrated mixtapes, albums you whatever you have. the collaboration with Future.
Fine China.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great.
World on Drugs. You know, just smackers.
That is, I
Smackers
like that
on back.
album. Like usually, like I don't like collab albums that like
Yeah.
Really
Drake
good
and
collab.
Future collab albums always kind of
little overrated.
the
Yeah.
tank for me.
Yeah.
They're just not.
This
but I
was a
think that
great
album.
collab.
I think that
There's
collab
so
album
many good
is
songs
better.
on it. It's crazy.
That it's one of the better collab albums.
For sure.
Yeah, remember when there was just like a all of a sudden just a boatload of collab albums
Yeah.
like all at the
It was
same
like
time?
the, it
Drake
was
and
like
Future.
it was like the
no, but
thing.
Drake and Future, and then like Quavo did one with what was it, Travis?
Kanye
Yeah,
did one
Huncho
with
Jack.
2 Chainz.
Yep, and then
Huncho Jack. Yeah,
Huncho
And
that's-
then
Jack.
yeah.
Quavo.
Metro did
Colin
one
Grove.
with Offset.
Yep, and then
Oh,
Takeoff
yeah.
did one with. I think he might have just did one himself, but
I'm so happy we're out of that phase.
Yeah,
of the
because
of
they're
the
Of
so
dual
the
albums.
duo-
they're
of the
so
duo- of the
they're
duo
so hit or
albums.
miss. Like
Well, it was just because some of them were
I
good,
think
but
it
they
can be
just
good.
like it was like the Migos came out. We were like, hey, why don't we just split up for one album each, and then we'll make a banger with like I'll be on it
Yeah.
with you, and
Yeah.
we'll sell more.
And then they'll
music
do,
by
like-
just doing
Exactly.
that.
and like they'll do now like quality control, and they'll just have any guys on their label. Just
30 songs.
yeah, it's like it's crazy.
But they're good songs.
Oh, I liked I didn't like the second one as
No.
much, but I thought the first one was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My song of the week is it's a remix, I guess. I don't know if it's even an official remix, but it's Jeremiah Past That remix.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Really?
I like Jeremiah.
Can I? I'm gonna do some looking right now. I want to think my song of the week. I might come out with like a random like.
That's the point. You're gonna put that, dude. I was just telling Mike. So
Okay,
I
ready?
go on Apple
My
Music.
Hero by the Foo Fighters because I'm wearing a Teddy Bruschi jersey.
Oh my
nice.
god.
Great. Obviously, you guys are non-Pats fans, but if you're a Patriots fan and you want to get hyped up, you watch this video. Just Teddy Bruschi is like just a top 5 Patriot.
Ugh, I hate
And
him so
just-
much.
By the way, this jersey's like the old-fashioned jerseys. Those are freaking awesome.
He's
but
so biased on TV. It's
no, he's not.
Oh, I think
No,
he's one of the
I
best.
actually think he's
I think he's
no,
a little
he's
too lenient. Actually.
no.
Oh my
But
god.
What?
any-
I hate when
Rodney's biased.
Rodney-
Rodney's
I
biased.
I
Rodney
hate when
Bruschi's
former
biased.
players commentate on like those games. Like if Tony Romo ever or Troy Aikman is ever on a Cowboys game, like I
and
just
they're
wanna
on
shit
every
myself.
single. But Troy Aikman's on every single Cowboys game. I think he's fine. Anyway. Any of the former Patriots, like Willie
hate Troy
McGinnis
Aikman.
does analyst stuff. Like I think they're all great.
Except
But
for Rob
obviously, I'm a-
Nikovich. Rob Nikovich.
I think he's
I'm
I don't think
calling
I've
you
ever
out.
seen
I
him.
think
he's on like the local
Oh.
NBC Boston.
No,
But
he's on ESPN.
Rob
NF
Nikovich is on there now.
Yeah, he's on NFL Today.
Ugh.
He's a new NFL Today, and I think he's so awkward and like
Terrible.
Like,
on
he's,
not
TV.
made
he's like
for
I'm
TV.
just
Not
like this.
made
I'm
for
like
TV.
the guy's just he can't do it. You shouldn't be doing this. Like Teddy Bruschi's made
Oh.
for just being a good person.
This video it gets you so hyped up.
I'm gonna watch it at least a couple times.
ready
before I
to
get
ready,
into
ready,
It's so funny. Dude.
get us
I've
ready to
I've
go on
never
another
watched, like,
another playoff run. I'm excited.
I don't know. I've never watched like a Giants like hype video. It's just like
They don't exist
You go.
unless
So
they're
there's-
playing the
I'm
Patriots
sure-
in the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say. At least you said it first.
Should have brought my hat.
You gotta go like on the classic throwback players. You gotta go and watch the old videos, and then
Like old, I'll find myself down the YouTube rabbit hole and just watching old players. It's just great.
it's unreal. Like I'll go on a tangent. Like I'll like get lost on the internet. Like you ever
Yeah.
you ever get like you just
Often.
wander off.
Often.
Yeah.
Like I just spent 5 hours on my phone this week.
Nice.
I don't know how everybody else does. Like, but I
When
get
you get
lost
your
on
screen-
videos.
your screen breakdown? Yeah.
Oh,
breakdown.
that makes me so sad.
It makes you. It's like I'm spending this much time on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
but
Depressing.
It is what it is. But I'm just saying, watch the Teddy Bruschi song "My Hero."
if you
by
like
Foo
football,
Fighters.
if you like football, watch it.
Well, we got some Patriots fans. I'm assuming that we'll be listening. So.
Excellent.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Hey guys,
If we got any Bills fans, you know,
let us
like
know down in the
O.J.
comments what you're a
Simpson,
fan of.
his highlights, like it's kind of ridiculous.
Who?
Like O.J. Simpson.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah, but I mean, before all that
Read.
stuff,
So
he was unbelievable at football.
he's like a top 10 running back.
if you
They
want
had that all
NFL team,
He was
made
on.
it,
He was
yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
running backs.
Yeah.
You know who did make it? LT, and he nobody in the last 20 years as a
Yeah.
running back has
Oh,
made
Daniel
the
Thomas.
made
I'm
the-
thinking of Lawrence
made
Taylor.
the all-time top 10 list, which I think is ridiculous.
I don't know how you're putting running backs from the 1940s.
They were
Like,
taking. They
come
definitely.
on.
They definitely did it to take like a long. Like think about it this way. Like 100 years later, like when we're gone, and like when the newest if football's still around,
It is.
it will.
They'll
be.
never die.
It will be, but like people are probably gonna say that about like our time, like oh this guy played like 100 years ago or whatever. But like I actually kind of like that they kept those people in the loop. But like some of the people the last 20 years, like LT was great.
Adrian Peterson wasn't on the list.
Yeah, see that's I like Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, I think, is the best running back that we have ever seen.
It's like
Probably.
it's overshadowed.
That we
now.
have ever seen.
It's
Yeah.
overshadowed now because like I think he should retire now. But
I still think he's playable. Like I still think he can play.
Just like Frank Gore.
not well, but like he
no,
can play.
no, I know, but like this is gonna be my last image of him compared to when he was just running for
Records.
like he had like that almost 300-yard game and whenever it was like he's just a freaking animal.
Unreal. Best, I think so. LT up there, like LT's a
even
good
though
running
he's a
back.
bitch,
LT was
he's
a good
good.
running
Yeah.
back back in the day.
That dark visor is so fresh too.
Oh my god, yeah. With those baby blue uniforms too.
Yep.
They had the best uniforms.
That was so sick. Like he had such a nice.
Yeah, when you have an iconic touchdown celebration and all it is just flipping the ball.
You know what my favorite part about him was he's always the best on the goal line where he does the leap.
jump over.
He would
Oh
do
my
the
God.
leap. Oh,
He's the best.
He's
Oh
not,
my.
not a big guy either.
You don't see
not
that
a big
anymore.
What?
No.
You don't
see
see
the
it. You don't see the leap.
Yeah.
Bring the leap back to football.
Except when Christian McCaffrey hopped over that dude.
Yeah. Best running back in the
Oh
league.
yeah, someone had it in fantasy.
You don't think Zeke's better?
Zeke doesn't really do much
I don't
more
think.
we do.
I think Zeke was
I-
better. I don't think Zeke's
I
been that good.
I think
this
he's
year.
better running. Like he runs better.
In terms
but
of a full package of what I would
it's
want in a
Christian
running back,
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey because he can catch out of the
But
backfield.
the thing about Zeke that impresses me the most is how hard he runs. Like he
Oh,
runs
really hard.
he gets like 6 yards a carry sometimes.
He-
Like,
he
it's
fin-
crazy. He
Sick.
runs. He hits that hole so
He
hard.
finishes every single run.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
You know,
Which is what you want.
Le'Veon Bell is just getting undershot right now. He's just getting.
He never did anything for me.
That team. Oh, see, I always liked Le'Veon Bell.
I think he's good.
I think he's. I still think he's good. I just think the Jets are the Jets.
Oh, they're trash.
and they're fucking awful. But
All right, want to wrap that up?
Yeah, certainly. Well, as the classic YouTube outro, everybody, please do like and subscribe. Much appreciated. Dave, Bobby, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
No
Not a
problem.
blast.
No
Thank you,
problem.
boys.
Anything to plug on this episode?
Perform better. No, just kidding. No, I'm gonna promote the Patriots.
And that's all the time we have.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Episode 32 of the Madoians and Friends podcast. Catch us next time, and we'll see you later. Peace.